You remember Carl Fredricksen in the movie Up? This guy has to be the perfect example of what most of us imagine an old guy to be like. But if you think about it, what really makes somebody old? Now, of course, there's your physical age, but I've met men in their 50s going on 20. I've met men in their 40s that seem like they're in their 80s. Gents, it doesn't matter if you're 25 or you're 75. You're gonna love today's video because we're gonna talk about how to look healthier, how to feel younger, how to be the best you. Tip number one, hang out with younger people. Let's revisit the example I used earlier, Carl from the movie Up. What did we notice about Carl early on in the movie, Carl at the end of the movie? Very different characters here. What happened? Well, we had the introduction of Russell and Doug. Now, the interaction with the three characters is mostly comical, but it's interesting to see how Carl changes. All of a sudden, the guy actually melts the years away. He becomes younger because he's put into situations which normally he wouldn't have put himself. So how does this work in the real world? Well, let's just say you want to get in better shape. So you join a running club. And a lot of people in the running club, they're going to be in their mid-20s, maybe in their 30s. You're in your 50s. You're around younger people who are pushing you. But yeah, you're an old dog. You've been running for 30, 40 years. You can help the guys with form. You bring value. They bring value. All of a sudden, it's a win-win situation. Or what about at work? You've been with the company for 10 years. You're in a leadership position. But you've got people that are just starting off. They've been there for 10 months. They're starting at the bottom. Now, they understand what's at the trenches, but they don't see the strategic level view. All of a sudden, you set up a mentorship system and you're bringing them in. They're getting to see higher level and you're getting a better idea of what's going down at the bottom, at the base of your company. The next point, play, have fun, enjoy yourselves. One of the marks of somebody getting old is they stop enjoying life. We think of an old guy as being grouchy, as being inward focused, as not caring to engage with anyone. Guys, when you go out and play, all of a sudden you let loose your inner kid. I know for me, one of the best parts of the day, and being a homeschooling dad, is that I get to go jump on the trampoline with my daughters. They absolutely love it. My son, not so much, but I do go work out with my son. I will go run with my son. Occasionally we'll have races. I'll be driving the truck. He'll be running behind it. Point being is have fun and enjoy yourself. Now, I know some of you guys are saying, Antonio, I don't have kids. I don't have time to play. I got to get the job done. Here's the thing about play. It's about creativity. It's about approaching something from a new angle. It's about freeing up the mind. So the other day at Vitaman, I needed to get traffic to the website. So we're like, okay, we could try to do a promotion or we could actually create something that people would want to link to, people would want to engage with. So I spent the day with my team and we created this awesome soap calculator. Basically, you enter how many people are in your house, how many times you're washing your hands per day, and it calculates out how much soap you need to purchase. Now, as we were putting this together, we were all in a team sprint. I had one person working on images, another person working on the website, another person building out the calculator, another person planning promotions, but this was fun. It was something outside the ordinary. Here's the thing about play, is that you can mix it with work, you can keep it with your personal, but when you're enjoying yourself, all of a sudden you feel younger, you feel better. Next up, be passionate. Have something in your life that excites you, that you care about, that even if you weren't paid any money, you would be spending all your time on this. In fact, this is the thing that you lose yourself on. I'm watching a video the other day. Some guy's going through his fragrance collection. I mean, it's bottle after bottle after bottle. Got crazy views because there are so many of us like me that are into fragrances and we're just watching and say, oh yeah, I've got that one, I've got that one. And we're debating down in the comments. You want to find what it is that drives you. These are hobbies. Maybe it's your kids. Maybe it is something that you want to achieve in your life, something you're going for. You want to build a house. You want to buy land. You want to travel the world once we can. Here's the thing, is be passionate about that. So when somebody asks you, you can't help but start talking for 5 to 10 minutes before you realize, wow, I'm sorry, I didn't even ask you your name. When you can do that, all of a sudden people are like, wow, you are really into it. And that is the mark of a young man. That's the mark of someone whose mind is moving. And if you're 85 years old and you have things that you're passionate about like that, you're going to come off as a lot younger simply because of the energy that flows out of you. Be optimistic. Be positive. Be a beacon of hope. I want you to be a lighthouse. And I know that is easier said than done, especially if you've lost your job, if you have lost someone you care about, if you are in a tough situation and you don't know how you're going to get out. But here's the thing, we are surrounded by so many people that are basically black holes. They are consuming all the light, they're talking about all the negative. And how do you feel when you're around those people? You feel like you age. You feel like, I just want to get away from that person. Yes, sometimes it feels good to commiserate with other people, but you got to get out of that. And what you want to think of is look at what you've got. I always find just simply being grateful for my health, for the family I do have, And when you look at that, you realize there are so many people that have it worse off than you. So be thankful and try to look on the bright side. Now, I know some of you guys are saying, Antonio, come on, I've got the mindset thing. Give me the physical tips. I want to look younger. I'm dating a girl 15 years my junior. I'm hanging out with the young people. I want to look good. Well, guys, let's get into it. First up, take care of your grooming. So if you're going to shave, shave. If you're going to go for a beard, then groom that beard. Grow it correctly. Make sure it's not looking scraggly, especially on the neck. If you're going to go for the stubble look, how does the stubble look really look on you? Maybe when you were 25, you could pull it off no problem. But if you're 55, it may just simply make you look homeless. So be aware and look at your hair. Come on, it's all together. You want to make sure that this is on point. As you get older, as you start to gray, as your body starts to change, all of a sudden what was cute, when you're in your 20s and your 30s, isn't maybe so attractive in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. So guys, pay attention to those key points right there. Next up, let's talk about your skin. The skin on your face, the skin on your hands. This right here, when you see an older guy, you can really tell if he's taking care of himself or if he hasn't. Now, your skin is the largest organ on your body. I know a lot of you guys are going to debate that, but yes, it is. How to take care of it? Well, first, let's identify what's happening. So as you age, you get in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, your skin starts to lose some of its elasticity. And this happens more and more as you age. Genetics plays a big role here. In addition, you start to lose a lot of color. Now, men, especially light-colored men, don't usually have a lot of color, but we do have blood flowing through it, so it looks healthy. As you age, all of a sudden, the amount of blood flowing through the skin starts to actually reduce. So you get skin that just simply doesn't look as full of life and of course starts to wrinkle, so that's what makes it look old. Now, in my opinion, the best thing a man can do for his skin is to have a skincare routine. What's the perfect one? Well, guess what? There isn't one. But if you actually have a routine, you have habits that you build, you can adjust. You can develop a routine. You can find what works for you. I do think, though, there are basic parts to any routine, and let's get into that. Hey, before we get into the skincare routine, I want to let you know all the products I'm talking about in today's video are brought to you by Vitaman. This is my company using organic and natural ingredients made in Australia. These are bar none some of the best products you'll find out there, and I've got an amazing deal for you. So I've really made this simple. I'm going to go through the routine, but I've put together kits. So this is really easy for you if you're just getting started with a skincare routine, if you're a bit more advanced, maybe in your 40s, 50s, if you are 60 years old looking just to start your skincare routine, I've got you covered. Use that link down in the description for the best deal you're going to find out there on the web, guys. My company. And so, I'm proud to bring them to you. And I believe in what we're doing here. So go over there, try the products, check out and support my company, Vitaman. First up, the cleaning. Most guys mess this up because they use a simple bar of soap, which is good all around for cleaning, mostly your hands, but not for your face, not necessarily for your body because it's too tough. It actually pulls off too much oil. You want something that's going to be more gentle for your body, for your hands, and for your skin on your face, especially if you're taking multiple showers a day. You also want to occasionally use an exfoliant. So an exfoliant, or basically a face cleaner like that, is going to have a little bit of abrasives in there, and about twice a week, maybe 3 times a week if you've got really tough skin, you're a little bit younger, and that's going to remove just dead skin cells, and it's going to allow us to go into step number 2 and to revitalize the skin. This is key. This is where an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. This is where, you've got clean skin, morning, evening, whenever you're doing your routine, possibly both, you actually apply this and you put in the minerals, you put in the vitamins directly into the skin that you aren't maybe producing as much. So what are the products you're going to see out there? You're going to see anti-aging, anti-wrinkle. All of them, though, are basically targeting collagen and elastin. What they want is basically to make your skin more elastic. They're wanting to bring back the firmness to the skin. They do this by basically infusing the minerals and vitamins that go in there, and they make the skin more supple. Now, what about anti-aging products specifically marketed for in and around the eyes, getting rid of those bags right under the eyes, or for around the lips? How are these different than anti-aging creams? Oftentimes, most of the ingredients are the same. However, these are going to be made thicker and they're going to have less irritants. Also, it's going to be able to deal with more moisture in and around those areas. Now, what about skin protectors? How are these different from anti-aging creams? Because a lot of guys in the West have never even heard of this stuff. What it is not, it's not a sunscreen. Instead, it's a proactive way. Basically, if you live in a city, you live around an area with a lot of pollution, after you get out of the shower and you've basically scrubbed away the oil, your skin is clean. It's almost like a sponge. It's going to suck in a lot of things. This is the ounce of prevention. It's going to basically give you that pound of cure. So a lot of guys in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, they're using this right here, and it's basically filling up their skin with all the nutrients, all the vitamins that they need, and it's preventing any of that pollution from going in. Next up, step 3, we've got moisturizers. You may be wondering, Antonio, what's the difference between moisturizers and in step 2, those serums? Serums are going to be more concentrated, oftentimes more expensive. You don't need to use them as often, maybe once a day. Moisturizers you can use multiple times a day. The difference between face and body moisturizers, oftentimes the face moisturizer is going to be lighter. It's made not to clog up your pores. The body moisturizer, this is just made to go all over the body, and it's going to be oftentimes you get it in bigger containers. Step 4, we've got masks. We've got age control masks, which oftentimes have collagen and sit on the face, can be peeled off. We've also got mud masks, such as this right here. Basically, it comes out of the bottle, you put it on your face, it dries over a period of 10 to 15 minutes, and then you wash it off. Now, what's the point? Why do this? It's about slowing down. It's about allowing a product to sit on your skin and deposit what it needs, the minerals and vitamins, right into the skin over a longer period. Now, here's the deal. I know most of you guys have never tried a mask. You wouldn't even consider a mask, but guys, understand it's a plot. The ladies, they do this all the time because they know that they can take the time to just ignore everything and to pamper themselves. And that's what these are about. And you don't have to apply everything I just talked about. Even if you start off with just cleaning your skin better and maybe using a single moisturizer, guys, you are going to notice a difference over time. And again, gents, if you want to grab any of the products I talk about in today's video, use the link down in the description to go over to Vitaman. Use that link to get the best deal. It's not going to be around forever. Use it or lose it, guys. It's my company. I'm proud to bring them to you. Natural and organic ingredients, made in Australia, free shipping. Yeah, go check them out. Now, of course, this video wouldn't be complete if we didn't talk about the importance of taking care of your temple. I'm talking about your body. Guys, this is your one body. Take care of it. First up, exercise. A lot of us know this. A lot of us are going out there, we're running, we're hitting the gym, we're doing what we can to stay in good shape. But let me ask, are you doing something different? Are you doing a bit of cross training? And what I mean by that is yoga. Yeah, I'm going to throw out the yoga thing. I know so many guys discount yoga. I'll tell you, it will change your life, especially if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s. If you've got back issues, give it a shot. Give it a try, especially if you lift weights, especially if you run. And what I love is there are so many free options out there on YouTube. There are also paid options, but when it comes down to it, guys, start to just simply, there are 10-minute sessions, 5-minute sessions that really can get your day started off right. Another obvious one, your diet. Now, just because it's obvious doesn't mean that you're actually taking action on it. And that's the key, because yeah, in your 20s, you can get away with eating that junk food. Your 30s, yeah, you just work out a bit more, hit the gym, exercise. In your 40s, your metabolism really slows down. And I know me, it has been something that I've actually taken a lot of pleasure in learning more about food and cooking my own food and working with my wife to bring in all these ethnic meals from Ukraine and other parts of the world. We eat a lot of sushi. We make our own sushi. And doing that right there, all of a sudden, it's much more affordable, but also I enjoy what I'm eating. And I find when I go out to eat, wow, they can't even compare to what we can make at home, and it tastes so much better. So when you realize you can eat healthy and it can taste great and it's affordable, all you have to do is put in the time, put in the effort to learn how to cook yourself. And let's not forget about sleep. So this one's really deceptive because you may be saying, Antonio, I'm in bed 8 hours a night. I'm getting my sleep. But are you actually sleeping that full 8 hours? I know I thought I was until I started tracking it. I used this Oura Ring and it showed me that, wow, I knew this, but I didn't think it was that bad, that I was waking up multiple times a night, that I was actually only in an 8 hour of laying in bed. I'm only getting like 5.5. And they pointed out why and what's happening, and the quality of my sleep is actually pretty bad. Now I can use the excuse, we got our 5-year-old still sneaks into our bed, got a dog in the bed, and just things happen. Maybe I'm up on my computer devices too late at night. Point being is that I know I need to improve this because I'm tracking it and I can see it. So guys, if you want to live longer, if you want to feel younger, make sure to track your sleep and to get better sleep. Oh, yeah. Now, gents, I know you've got an opinion and I want to hear from you down in the comments. What did I miss? What could I have added to this video to make it better? So what video to watch next? Well, guys, I talked about getting a good shave, but most of you do not know how. Seriously, so many guys do not know how to shave, and in this video, I teach you how to get a proper barber quality shave at home. So go over, check out this video, and learn how to shave properly.